Hey, you guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to do originally a video on the coronavirus, but that's changing every day. So I just kind of figured let's do a video on booze instead. I think this would be fun. So you guys, I wanted to review why alcohol, two things. One, why does too much alcohol lead to poor sleep, fitful sleep, fragmented sleep, right? You wake up, and then you wake up with the fear, right? Let's go over why you wake up with the fear. Secondly, or more importantly, maybe we start with this. What does alcohol do to your central nervous system, right? So you guys, let's quickly review alcohol. So alcohol can be abbreviated as ETOH. This pen is hard to use. Alcohol is a depressant. This is really important. This is the essence of the video. A depressant is something that depresses the activity of your central nervous system, right? And that's why I drew a neuron over here. I kind of want to show you what that does. So the mechanism of alcohol is not completely understood, but in part, and it's got a couple factors, in part, it works with these channels on your cell body. This is a neuron. This is a cell found in your nervous system. Not all cells look alike. They're all very different depending on where they are. But a neuron, this cell body right here, it works with GABA. You might have known or heard of GABA. It stands for gamma aminobutyric acid. It's a primary inhibitory neurotransmitter in your central nervous system, which is your brain and spinal cord. So what it does, and this is super important, is let's tie it into table salt, which is an electrolyte, and why alcohol is a depressant. So if you remember from like high school chem, NaCl is table salt, sodium chloride. When you put salt in water, it's water soluble, it's polar, right? Well, what happens is the sodium dissociates and takes on a positive charge. The chloride, and this is something people don't really think about, this is why I think this is a great video. Chloride, right, takes on a negative charge. So you want to know what GABA works with? Well, GABA allows chloride to start flooding into your neurons in your central nervous system, right? This effectively builds up a negative charge. Now, it's not like your whole neuron is negative, otherwise you die. But what that does is always, your neurons send action potentials. An action potential is another just electricity. One direction of electricity that's basically up and down your spinal cord in your brain. That's what's happening all day long. So alcohol is a depressant. It doesn't completely stop, but it's inhibitory. It makes it harder. It makes it harder to send action potentials. And in part, it's because GABA works on these channels that allows chloride, negatively charged chloride, that's why it's a depressant, into the cell body. Now, let's tie that into sleep. Over here, I drew a pretty simple graph, and I just want to show this iso line right here. We're going to call this homeostasis. Now, homeostasis is another word in physiology to describe when everything is working the way it ought to be, right? But for some reason or another, you had a bad night, you drank too much, you talked to someone you shouldn't talk to, whatever the heck it is, you basically, because it's a depressant on sleep, right? This is normal. This is homeostasis. You're deviating from homeostasis, right? You're going down here because it's a depressant, right? Let's just call this like central nervous system activity. Well, what happens is, your body, you fall asleep, but throughout this whole process, you're inhibiting REM sleep, right? Your REM sleep sucks. And you wake up with like micro sleeps, like this whole time, because you're inhibiting your central nervous system. On the uptick, when you're starting to clear the alcohol out of your body, well, it's not like you just stop. It's not like you just wake up and you're like, oh, everything's great. That's not the case. Your body overshoots. And it's the overshooting is what you wake up with, right? This is the jacked up feeling. This is the alarm feeling. You can tie this into your sympathetic nervous system. If you watched my propranolol video, sympathetic is like your alarm system. Right? So because your body is clearing, it overshoots. You're always going to overshoot if you drink too much. It's not like you just wake up feeling great. Well, your alarm system, your blood pressure sucks. Your heart is, beating hard. You got palpitations. Part of that is from being dehydrated, and you wake up feeling sweaty. And your sleep sucks because your REM sleep is inhibited. You wake up with you have fragmented sleep throughout the night, but you don't really know that subconsciously. And really, part of that is because you're overshooting. Your central nervous system is jacked up in the morning. It was inhibited, but it overshoots before it goes back to normal. Waking up with the fear. The fear is real, you guys. All right, you guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. See you next time.